Good afternoon, everyone. This is Jared Rand, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for Monday, May 10th, 2021, 3 p.m. Eastern. Just to let everybody know, we're close to having our website back up and fun running and everything. So we have another day to wait, or 24 hours before we can be issued a code so that we can reinstate it and everything. We're still loading all the calls onto it, the calls that I do, so that people can access, and then any other calls I do with any other person, we're putting those links on there so that people can access them. Just bear with us for a couple more days, and then we should have it fully operational again. If you knew the greatest journey that you'll ever have in your existence was to go within, and I think a lot of people get confused about that because it's a kind of a strange thing to say to someone or discuss it, where you say, you go within, and I don't think a lot of people can correlate or understand what that means. Obviously, if someone is totally, not there with themselves, that's going to be a kind of a dilemma for them, what that actually means. But that is the greatest journey for all of us. It has never been outside of ourselves, yet we have embraced that because that's all we know. It really is all we know as a civilization. And we have a light that is so bright, really, truly inside of us, that you're talking about 1 trillion suns it would take to match it. Think about that. That's how intense and bright the light we are. And it's practicing for us to choose. We choose. No one else does. We choose to follow the heart, to be with the heart, and not the head. And that takes practice, because when you're used to the head, that's what you do. You get, like we all get in habits and we follow them. We don't think about them. But do we do them all the time? So it's kind of like, it is really getting in a good habit of being with the heart, not the head. And discovering this light that we are, and always being within. I'm not saying that you can do this immediately or instantaneously. But what I am saying is that once you step there, you won't step out of it. You'll continue to embrace the light within you, the God. Just imagine, over 1 trillion suns. And the greatest journey is diving within. There will never be any journey more impactful than that. We are the imperishable self. We were never born. We never did prevail. And we will never cease. We are the one, the all-pervading one. We have absolutely nothing to give up. We never had anything to begin with. Robert Adams. Have you ever stopped? Have you ever, kind of just with yourself, took a moment to wonder how free you actually are in your life. I don't think any of us do that. I think most of us, we're constantly thinking how not free we are. How free are you truly, each of us truly, financially? How financially free are we? In our relationships, with our energy, our health, our sexuality, our consciousness, and in our hearts. You might want to decide for yourself to take a very long, deep look inside yourself and continuously ask yourself, how free am I really? Now, excuse me, the ego mind's going to come in, of course, and, the ego mind, is going to come in and say, oh, well, you're not free. You're not free. So through the heart mind, how free are you really? Have you ever asked yourself, explore all the walls of your inner prison and notice what they are made of. What are the limiting beliefs, fears, attachments, and restrictions that we place on ourselves? Who would we be without any of these limiting restrictions that we place on ourselves? Who would we be without any of these limiting thoughts and feelings? What would we do differently with our lives? What conversations would we have with others, and how would we interact differently with our closest friends and family? Picture yourself to the highest priority in this life is to continuously open your heart to love and find real freedom within that. To continuously open your heart to love and find real freedom within that. And the real true freedom starts with finding a connection to that which cannot be taken away from you. I wonder how many of us know what that is. Is it, our money? Our money can be taken away. Our job, our house, our body, our mind can all be taken away. Yet, there is something, the very essence of our innermost being, which is ours forever. It is the divine spiritual nature of who we all truly are. And this divine nature cannot be found through the efforts of the mechanical achieving mind. It is only discovered by relaxing into the core heart essence of our being. That's just sitting still, relaxing into your entire life, and it will show up. That's it. I think people, they kind of get, flustered or worried because they think that it's so detailed and it's got to be done this way and it's got to be done that way. But this is really how it's done. Just sitting still, relaxing into your entire life. And guess what? It'll show up. You don't have to do anything, create anything, or give up anything to experience it. If you try to create it with your mind, it will just be a mental construct and not the real deal. That happens, though. Some of us will think that we're creating it through the heart mind, but it's actually we're creating it through the ego mind. All we simply choose to do is to learn how to let go of everything in our mind and realize that there already is a vast, creative, powerful, infinite, intelligent energy inside each and every one of us right now. It is behind the scenes running the show. And best of all, this divine source is available for every one of us to experience real freedom from our suffering in each new moment. Imagine that. Now, the cynical side of us would say, oh, no, that's crazy. That's not. No. The feeling of true freedom has this super expansive quality to it. It feels like, and I don't know, have you experienced this? It feels like life has infinite possibilities. No boundaries on energy, no limitations on love, no walls of fear blocking you from intimacy. There is no ceiling on how high we can ascend on the spiritual ladder. No windows to look out of and see the grass is greener somewhere else. Everything is a door to the divine. Every moment is a new opportunity to feel blessed, deeply loved, and appreciate this amazing, magical universe we live in. When you demand nothing of the world, nor of God, when you want nothing, seek nothing, expect nothing, then the supreme state will come to you uninvited and unexpected. That bears stating again. When you demand nothing of the world, this world, nor of God, when you want nothing, seek nothing, experience nothing, then the supreme state will come to you uninvited and unexpected. Nisargadatta. One of the most interesting aspects of this life is that it comes with drama. We experience emotional upset. I don't know anybody that doesn't. Do you? We experience financial challenges, relationship issues, and throw ourselves into a frantic panic. All the dramas, that we get to face in this life are always opportunities for deeper spiritual growth. Anytime we hear ourselves or someone else making a dramatic emotional complaint, remember that this is the mind's argument to remain limited in power, love, and unbounded freedom. You will know you have found true freedom when you are no longer pulled down by the dramas of this life, yet are continuously empowered by them. With finding real spiritual freedom, you will find each moment contains the deepest level of peace you can imagine. You will see that nothing of this world can shake you, yet only awakens you to a deeper understanding of your unlimited creative power. True freedom doesn't mind the drama of this life. It welcomes it. It embraces your mind's limitations, using them to grow beyond those old paradigms, forcing you into being all-loving, all-powerful, knowing the God source is the core of everything and everyone, including your very essence. And when you live this truth every day, a natural expansive energy will take over your life, moving you effortlessly forward in the direction of feeling unstoppable in all that you do. The mind is a master at dwelling on what is not working instead of what is working. It is a genius at avoiding the truth that says anything is possible. You ever notice that? That's expansive throughout the whole civilization of this planet. The mind is a master at dwelling on what is not working instead of what is working. It is a genius at avoiding the truth that says anything is possible. And our mind comes in and says, oh, no, that's not possible. Oh, that can't be done. It forgets we are divine, all-powerful beings. We are divine, all-powerful, supreme beings capable of manifesting anything we put our attention upon. The mind tends to dwell what needs to change instead of what is changing. If we want to be free, we need to stop the mind and put our attention on what will make us grow into the heart of true freedom. Doing this, the most amazing magical encounters begin presenting themselves to all of us. Once we adopt this truth, that each moment of this life contains infinite possibilities, we acquire the power to change anything we want to about our lives. And this is an understanding. It is extremely powerful because it engages the most creative, unlimited parts of our brains. When we get a taste of it and digest it for a few seconds, we know without a doubt that there is nothing that we cannot create, move energy into form, create into reality. In our desires, we realize how it even is possible that all of us, can attract anything. We can imagine with joy and ease anything you can imagine, anything. The only limitations that any of us do is through the ego mind that puts those limitations on our imagination, and it says to us, that's not possible. O Lord, lead us from the unreal to the real, from the darkness to the light, from the earth to the endless skies, from death to eternal life. Kevin James. The true freedom that I'm referring to is not found by trying to create something new or avoid anything in life. This type of freedom is always temporary. It feels like a freedom from something rather than a freedom from something. A freedom for something is closer to what real truth, true freedom feels like. It makes freedom the goal. Instead of reaching the goal, real freedom is all about embracing life, facing every problem as a deep and eternal loving energy in disguise, and welcoming every situation as absolute divine. The eyes of real freedom is seeing life is the perfect teacher in each moment and knowing everything is happening exactly as it needs to. This real freedom cannot be achieved by anything in the outer world. So it can also not be taken away. It can also not be taken away in the outer world. True freedom is quite huge and radical. Our minds may have a challenging time trying to create it and grasp it. The mind cannot imagine that real freedom is. It must be grasped with the heart. In the midst of your most challenging life situation that you're facing in your life today, in this now, you can rest into the heart and discover the most expansive, freeing feeling possible. Do not listen to the mind. It makes you think you have to let go of something or reach some goal before you can become free. When you drop this idea of having to achieve anything on your inner world or outer world, you choose to see that the real true freedom is always right here, right now, inside of deep eternal love. It is always available to you, and that you never had to do anything in this world to experience it. Nothing. The reason that most of us don't feel abundant, loved, or great freedom in their lives is because they are believing in a lie. They're believing in a lie. They forgot they are supreme spiritual beings inside this packet of meat, flesh, and bones. They try to attain goals in the outer world which they believe will bring them freedom. Yet, somehow, they just become a slave to the system and forget that to attain freedom, they must become free from their mind and its desires. They must find a way to transcend their ego's attachment to getting what they want and find peace with what they already have. Look within, see the self. Then there will be an end of this world and its miseries. Ramana Maharishi. To find this amazing freedom, start with relaxing into your body, which we're getting ready to do here now. Let go of your mind chatter and follow your breath. Breathe into your heart and imagine it is opening up like a flower to the golden sun. Feel the infinite light from the sun penetrating your heart with every inhale. Welcome the sunlight into your body. Let it fill you with energy. Do this practice for 12 minutes a day, and infinite energy will start coming into your body. Now, if the mind needs something more specific to meditate upon, imagine you are living in a field of unbounded spaciousness. There is emptiness for eternity in every direction around you. As the mind opens to this direction, you'll find your thoughts soon quiet and soften. It is in this unbounded, spacious experience that we all discover our greatest power and source of unlimited potentiality. Right now, practice accepting it all, just as it is, and feel that there is this divine quality behind it. Surrender to your entire past and future just as it is, and let it all go. Be in this moment. We all have always been guided in every moment of our lives. Open yourself up totally to this moment right now. You will be able to access every experience you've ever had in your entire life. It is all available to each and every one of us. Inside us is an infinite playground of memories, desires, and dreams. So if you will, go to the place where you're not going to be interrupted, and I'm sure we all are. The first thing that we care to do is relax the body. Let it all go. All of the outer world, all right? All of the worry, the stress, the fear, the anxiety, all of it. Big ball. Let it go. It doesn't serve you or the body anything. So as you do let it go, the body's going to respond. You're the master of that body you're in. Body isn't the master of you, never has been. You're the master of that body. So the body eases back into you, the God that you are. It completely relaxed. Can you see how that unfolds? This is part of the understanding of more and more of who and what you are, really, truly. You're not the body. You're the God in the body. To see, once you become consciously aware of that, it isn't difficult at all to do it. And so how does the body, it actually leans back into you, the God. Total confidence. Not a smidgen of doubt. Complete trust. Not a smidgen of distrust. And there your body is, like in a hammock, totally, completely, naturally relaxed. Not a thought, not a care in the world, not a worry, nothing. So when the body relaxes into you, the God, you move into the now. And the now is the power. The past has no power. The future doesn't have any power. You create the future in the now. The now is the true power. Always in the now, the space between heartbeats, moment to moment. This allows us to step outside of the mind, the ego, the subconscious mind. We step out by being in the now. All that chatter, that noise that we all have, every one of us, every second of every minute of every hour of every day of every week of every month of every year. We have it. But in the now, it is silent. Now, we all have memories. Memories are great, aren't they? We reminisce, but we don't stay with them. We're always moving forward. We're not stutter stepping. We're not we're not turning around and running backwards in the opposite direction. But memories are great. Not all memories are good, but they've all taught us, see. They're kind of reminders of what we've learned. It's a great thing to be able to go into your library and your subconscious mind and pick out one of the volumes and say, oh, these are my memories, and here's the ones that I really relish and embrace, and here's the ones I'm not too crazy about. But you surrender and forgive for all of it. Others will go into that elephant graveyard, that past, right, which is completely inert. It's lifeless. It's gone. And it's dank and it's foggy, misty, still not a movement of air. But we stay there so long that we end up bringing it into a future that doesn't exist, and we create the future out of that past, and we relive that past in that future. That's why a lot of people run in circles. They don't understand why they keep, no matter what direction they take, they seem to end up in the same place. Others of us will, there's wondering, then there's wandering. Wondering and dreaming is phenomenal. Expands imagination. But wandering, this is what we do. We go into a future that doesn't exist. We wander around and we keep asking ourselves, why don't I have this? Why hasn't this happened? When is this going to happen? And when am I going to meet this person? And when am I going to have this? That's going into a future that doesn't exist. So the now is all we have. It is our power. It always has been, always will be, ever, beyond, and forever. How do we stay in the now? Because all of us, none of us are exempt. We get these thoughts keep just zooming by, right? Even when we're in the now, because the ego mind is these thoughts that aren't ours. Excuse me. And so it's like a cloud passing by, and we put our arms around the cloud, and it carries us away. That's what these thoughts do, even when they're not yours. So when you're consciously aware of that, you say, okay, that's right. I've got off into these thoughts and moved out of the now, and I'll focus on my breath. So when I focus on my breath, I'm in the now. 3,000% of the time, every time you focus on your breath, you're in the now. And after a while, it's seamless. It's just automatic. And the breath is divine positive energy. You want to know why? It does so much for this body. Now, the soul powers the body, which then generates the breath. And then in return, the breath supports the body to hold the soul. And the breath is absolutely omnipotent, powerful, because it eases us, relaxes us, it oxygenates us, it strengthens us, it focuses us. And look at how many of us barely breathe. Some of us even stop breathing at times. And it is a guarantee every single time, 3,000%, that when you focus on the now by using your breath, you're in the now. The breath is the power. The now is the power. Always. And your suffering ends. So remember, you are not the body, so you can look at the body as the God. And in that body, you see these energy vortexes, wheels of light. There's more than 7. There's at least a dozen, but we concentrate on the ones that run up to the center, through the center of the body, top of the head. And you see they're beautiful, bright, vibrant colors. Nothing that you would see here on Earth, because they're on the spiritual plane, actually. They're not like a piece of something that you can pick up. Now, the red wheel of light we see, and understand that you, the God, flows through these. You, the God, flows through these energy vortexes. You are the chi, the power, the force, the energy. You're all of that. So you look and you see that there's this red wheel of light that it sets at the base, the tip of your spine, and it deals with survival, and it is blocked by fear. Okay, that's your root chakra. That's the Muladhara. And what is your survival? What do we all wonder and look at for our survival? Food, money, the financial independence. These are all survival issues. Sense of belonging. It's blocked by fear. If you are riddled with fear, you will not survive. And we move to the orange wheel of light. This deals with pleasure, our pleasure, right? It's our sacral chakra, our Vadasthana. This is our sexuality, our ease, our enjoyment, sense of abundance, well-being. And it's connected to our reproductive organs, our kidneys, our bowels, our immune system. What blocks it? Guilt. And then we move to the yellow wheel of light. This deals with our willpower, solar plexus chakra, Manipura. It's our personal power, our ability to be confident and in the flow of our lives. This is emotional issues with this, our self-worth, self-confidence, and self-esteem. Our physical association is central nervous system, pancreas, liver, digestive tract, and skin. What blocks it? What blocks our solar plexus chakra? Willpower, shame. Then we move to the emerald green wheel of light. This is our ability to love, the heart chakra, the anahata. Relationships, love, joy, inner peace are our emotional issues with this wheel of light. Our physical association of the heart, thymus, lower lungs, circulatory system, immune system. And then we move to the blue wheel of light, the throat chakra, the Vishuddha. This is our self-expression. It's our ability to communicate. It's our expression of feelings and the truth. Physical association is our thyroid, respiratory system, teeth, and vocal cords. What blocks it? What blocks it? It deals with truth, and it's blocked by lies. It's the same with our heart chakra. It deals with love, and it's blocked by grief. You can't love if you're filled with grief. Then we move to the indigo wheel of light. Third eye chakra, the ajna. This is our ability to focus on and see the big picture. Emotional issues with this wheel of light: intuition, imagination, wisdom, ability to think and make decisions. And it's connected to physical association, our pituitary gland, eyes, and sinuses. What blocks it? Illusion. Then we move to the crown chakra, the seventh chakra. And this is our full connection to the gods that we are. Our emotional issues are inner and outer beauty, our connection to spirituality and pure bliss. Our physical association, pineal gland, brain, nervous system. What blocks this? Ego attachment blocks it. Ego attachment blocks it. So we, the divine positive energy, our breath, the God that we are, God, force, love, light, energy, flows through these center chakras, right through the center of the body. We're like an energy fountain, a perpetual spring of energy. And we go up through the tailbone all the way up to the top of the head, and then we flow down back around, and this is how we do it. It's a spiral. Now, we hold these pure energies at the top of our heads, and we hold them briefly. We are God, we are one, and we are love. So we compress and condense them into omnipotently powerful, pure liquid energy. We pour them over the pineal gland. And our pineal glands are very important to us while we're in these physical forms. A healthy, vibrant, operating pineal, fully operating, connects us to all the particles of existence and beyond. Now, none of us have a fully healthy, operating pineal gland, but we will. It was really good to know. So when we pour this omnipotent, powerful liquid energy over the pineal gland, we can see the pineal gland whenever we choose. Remember, you're not the body, you're the God in the body. So you look at the pineal gland, you see it, and however you see it, I see it as a green bowl, a rosebud, and when I pour this energy over it, it immediately transforms into this massive rose of multicolored petals, and it's just a wonderful fragrance. and it sends these waves emanating out from it all the way around it that penetrate my physical body from head to toe, inside and out, and it is the deepest, pure, eternal love, the deepest, pure, eternal gratitude, and the deepest, pure, eternal peace. Floods me. I have no thought, no connection with the outside world. I think of nothing. I just float there, and I'm just constantly bathed in this energy, this liquid. And then I discover that the rose is me, and I'm the rose. I'm the fragrance. Now, all of us are consciously, we wouldn't be here if we weren't not consciously aware. We're consciously aware that we are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude. We know that this body, the ego mind, the heart mind, the spirit, the soul, the higher self, the God source, the pure consciousness, all of it, one. We also know that we're heaven on earth. Soul's the heaven, the body's the earth. And every step we take, we're creating paradise. We cannot not. And we've learned to shine our light outward 360 degrees. And the light emanates from the gods that we are. And the gods are pure love. And this floods everything. All of our brothers and sisters, all life, the highest supreme value in the universe. Not just once in a while, all the time. Not just this planet, but this solar system. Not just this solar system, but this galaxy. Not just this galaxy, but the universe. We are transforming, literally, this planet. She is with us. Her God is with us. Her soul. This civilization, all parts of the God. Pure, deep, eternal love. Transforming everything. Higher and higher and higher frequencies of pure, deep, eternal love, gratitude, and peace. Right now. So if you were to look at this planet, you can, whenever you choose, you look at this planet, it's glowing with all the God light. And you can see it everywhere, anywhere. Doesn't matter what galaxy, what universe, you can see it. Remember, one of us, one soul, is brighter than 1 trillion suns. And you know, as that vibrates with your heart, that you are. And we're all parts of the collective consciousness. We're all parts of the God. We're all gods that make up the one God. So we seek out parts of ourselves that are consciously aware. The other parts of ourselves are asleep. So it's like the archangels, the cherubim, the seraphim, the archetypes, the ascended masters, Kuan Yin, Maitreya, Buddha, Lakshmi, Ganesh, Gaia, Saint Germain, Sananda, Christ, El Morya, Abundantia, Pel, Thoth, Yahweh, Yeshua, many, many, many more. And they're both consciously aware that they're of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude. Now, the archangels are a civilization that vibrate at a different frequency than we do. And we don't see them like we see each other, but we do meet with them. We meet with them quite a bit. It's not that you recognize it when in the meeting, but that something comes over after the meeting and it just kind of dawns on you. That wasn't just a happenstance meeting, that was an angel. And the message is always the same, but it is delivered in many different ways. Isn't it absolutely magna, glorious, stupendous, spectacular to be alive in these bodies? And when you acknowledge that with yourself, as the God that you are, then your bliss flows everywhere. Now, they can surround any one of us at any time in tens of thousands. Because of their vibrational frequency, they can surround all of us in a large number in a small area. Ascended masters have mastered ascension into physical form. Out of physical form, hold pure consciousness God form. We have ascended into physical form to master physical form, to create our experiences, to perfect our creation. And some of us will become aware enough that we will realize that when we decide to leave these bodies, we are the light. We don't follow the light because we are the light. So we reach out to all of the inhabitants of inner earth, hollow earth, agartha, and beneath earth. Yet only those that are consciously aware that they're of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude can be with us in this now, in this meditation, forming of this circle of light and the complete liberation of this planet. Now, they come in the billions, and they are consciously with us now. We call upon all the light energy beings out there that are on all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. Yet, only those that are consciously aware that they're of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, can be with us in this now, in this meditation, forming the circle of light and the complete liberation of this planet. They come in the Gugaplexes. One Gugaplex fills this universe with no sacred space to spare. They come in trillions of Gugaplexes from trillions of universes from every direction, and they are with us now consciously. We call upon all the galactics, off-worlders, celestials, yet only those who are consciously aware that they're of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude can be with us in this now, in this meditation, form the circle of light and complete liberation of this planet. Now, we're only familiar with a smidgen of them. Over 1,000 travel through this solar system every day, trillions throughout the universes every day. The ones that we're somewhat familiar with, the Pleiadians, the Sirians, the Arcturians, the Andromedans, the Felines, Zeta Reticuli, the Nords, the Grays, the Draco, the Reptilian, the Golden Pyramid, the Avian, many, many, many more. And they've been assisting us in our evolution, our enlightenment, our ascension, freeing ourselves from our own self-imposed bondage and our own self-imposed slavery. And in massive, uncountable numbers, they are with us now consciously. We call upon all of our loved ones, all of those who have ascended out of body in this lifetime and all lifetimes that we've inhabited. Yet, only those who are consciously aware that they're of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude can be with us in this now, in this meditation, forming this circle of light and the complete liberation of this planet. And they come in the billions, and they're with us now consciously. We call upon all light energy beings who have decided to be housed in the following forms, on, in, above, and below this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, and this now, in this meditation, forming this circle of light. And they come in shapes, colors, sizes, forms, configurations of which we've never seen before. As a matter of fact, we only see 1% of what is with these eyes. And the ones that we're somewhat familiar with, fairies, the sprites, the elves, the gnomes, the dwarves, the trees, the trolls, the elementals, earth, air, water, fire, ether, wood, the mermaid, the dolphin, the whale, the pegasus, the unicorn, the centaur, the minotaur, and many, many, many more. And in the trillions, they're with us now consciously. They're all gathered, arm in arm, hand in hand, in full compassion, non-judgment, non-negativity, non-ego, stillness of mind, gentleness, kindness, generosity, humbleness, bliss, joy, peace, tranquility, benevolence, prosperity, abundance, and we're all one. And we're all God, and we're all love. And our God force love light energy is in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. And it continues to intensify, and it continues to expand. We immediately form a massive circle of light around the equator of this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, and this now. This light emanates from the God source, all of us within these bodies. It is so brilliant that it grays out the darkness of sacred space. It would take 1 trillion suns or stars to come close to the radiance of the gods that we are. We are flooding this planet. Feel that. We're flooding this high vibrational frequency that we all are, all over this planet, inside, outside, above, and below. We are saturating all our brothers and sisters, whether they're awake or asleep. All life, the highest supreme value in the universe. Flooding, saturating, and bathing 24/7. With the highest of the highest high vibrational frequencies of deep eternal love, gratitude, and peace. This planet cannot not be liberated. So we begin to ascend above the planet, and we're immediately met with this massive ocean of glitter. And it has uncountable, massive reflections of vibrant colored lights, trillions of different colored lights, flashing, reflecting on all of us in this meditation. And we zero in on these reflections. We notice that there's these microscopic mirrors etched, which we can actually go into. And we discover that it is all of us reflecting each other, that we're all one part of each other, and that we are teachers and students of each other, for each other, and with each other. It's spectacular, phenomenal. And this, in our endless journey, which we all are, is always there. We are always learning. We're immediately met with the emerald green flaming healing light of Archangel Raphael, This is a column of light that reminds us all that we are the power of healing. We are then met with the violet, blue, purple flaming light of Archangel Michael. This is a column of light that reminds us all of our omnipotent power, strength, and resolve. We are then met with the white fire. This is a column of light that reminds each and every single one of us that from head to toe, inside and out, eternally, we are imbued with a white fire armor. This emanates from the God source within each and every single one of us. It is impenetrable. It cannot be moved, defected, attacked. No demons, no attachments, no lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies. Nothing can harm. Nothing. Ever. Yet. Only you. Only you. Only you have the power that if you decide, whether consciously or unconsciously, to lower your vibrational frequency low enough through hatred, fear, greed, envy, anger, stress, anxiety, worry, you will lower your vibrational frequency low enough to create a breach in your white fire armor, enough so to allow the lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies to come flooding in. Now, if you do decide to do this, you are met immediately with the purple transmuting flame. This is a column of light that reminds us all we can bring in the purple transmuting flame. We can immediately transmute all of these lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies into neutral-like substance, sending them to pure consciousness where they're vaporized and they are no more. We are then met with the violet ray. This is a column of light that reminds us all that we can bring in the violet ray. We can cleanse and purify the area where these lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies were, sealing the breach in our white fire armor, restoring our vibrational harmony of the highest high, of deep eternal love, gratitude, and peace. We are then met with the golden white pink light. This is the column of light that reminds us all that we are the sun. We are the sunlight. We are the rain, the rainbows. We are the sunsets, the sunrises. We are the oceans, the rivers, the lakes, the streams. We are the animals, the trees, the forests, the soils, the clouds, the sky. We are everything, and everything is us. So the next time you see a sunset or a sunrise, and you look at it, and you're just in absolute awe of it, it is you. You're the divine perfection. You're the love. You're the beauty. All of it is you. And you are all of it. So we continue to ascend above this planet as this circle of light, pure God-light force energy. And some of us step outside our physical forms, float effortlessly above our physical body, if we're carrying it. And why do we do that? Because we can. We come into full view of this massive crystalline light tower, which we created. It's larger than this solar system. In the center of it is an oblong sphere. Center of that oblong sphere is a golden white ball of light. It's surrounded by numerous beautiful, vibrant colored rings of light, and all of it is saturating us all. You can see these waves and the different colors. And the golden white ball of light is pure, deep, eternal love. And then the rings. Pure, deep, eternal gratitude, pure, deep, eternal peace, well-being, gentleness, kindness, generosity, humbleness, bliss, joy, tranquility, benevolence, prosperity, abundance, well-being, great wealth, continuously. And then we discover that the golden white ball of light, the sphere, all the rings, everything are us. It is the God that we are. At the top, we designed it so the golden ocean can come cascading down 360 degrees, as it's doing right now, as it's flooding all of our brothers and sisters, all life, the highest supreme value universe, head to toe, inside and out, this entire planet, in all of the civilizations. It is us. We hold the essence of this golden ocean. We are the drops and the ocean. The golden ocean is us. We're the golden ocean. And the only illusion is separation. We see our meditative sphere. It's that center circle. We all created this sphere. Hundreds of millions of us, on and off world. And almost 1,400 meditations in perpetual motion of the highest intent, of the deepest love, gratitude, and peace, of complete liberation of this planet, all the life, highest supreme value universe, every day, for over 3 years, all consciously aware. And this is flooding all of us nonstop. This is why this sphere can be seen, heard, and felt in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. This is why it continues to intensify and it continues to expand. Our journey has and always will be within. Look within. See the self. Then there will be an end of the world and its miseries. Ramana Maharishi. I'll join you in the meditation, and I'll return to close us out. take an easy breath in through the nose. And an easy breath out through the mouth. Move slowly, easily. When we demand nothing of this world, nor of God, when we want nothing, seek nothing, expect nothing, then the Supreme State will come to us uninvited and unexpected. Take this with you for the rest of the day, into the evening and night, and into the following morning. We will be here tomorrow, Tuesday, May 11th, 2021, 3 p.m. Eastern, to continue our Global Guided Meditation call. And I will be tomorrow also on the Mark Z call.